Okay, so I'm very excited because we are going to be doing some kitchen chemistry. I have with me some red cabbage, and we are going to be extracting a pigment from red cabbage called anthocyanin. The reason why is because that pigment in a solution can be used as a pH indicator. So we are going to extract it using some water, because it's water soluble, and then test the pH of some household chemicals, maybe some fruit that you have in your homes.
Okay, so the first thing that we need to do is to tear up the red cabbage into really small pieces. I'm showing you how to do it without a blender and without using a knife, so there's no need to have any special appliances or to compromise our safety. Next, you'll need to boil some hot water. Be careful with the hot kettle. Your red cabbage should be in a glass, and you should add the hot water until you're just covering the red cabbage pieces. Probably could have added a little bit more. Give it a stir and then leave it to set for about 2 minutes. Allow it to cool down and allow the anthocyanin to dissolve into the water and make a nice solution. Once that's done, we're going to use filtration to filter out the insoluble red cabbage from the solution. And there we have our indicator. So the first thing that I'm going to test here is maybe I won't tell you actually. First thing I'm going to test, I'm placing it in a dish. You don't need a large amount. And I'm going to get about a spoonful of the indicator and adding it to the substance I'm testing in order to see what color it turns. And you want to reference the spectrum that I've sent you, and you can see that it is pink, and so this substance was an acid. Here I'm adding a household cleaner, just giving it a few sprays into my container and adding another spoonful of the indicator. One thing to keep in mind that the more indicator that you add, you're actually weakening the acid or the alkali. Okay, because you're diluting it, you're weakening it a little bit. So you don't want to add more than is necessary of the indicator, or it's going to kind of skew your results. This last one I'm testing is bleach. You'll see that as soon as I add the indicator, it does turn green for a quick second, but then the bleach removes all of the color. So that's why it's gone colorless once again. And finally here, I'm adding some baking soda to an acid and neutralizing it. So you can see that the pH has changed as I've added a bunch of alkali, and the fizzing, the effervescence that you see is carbon dioxide from the sodium bicarbonate and acid combination.